Donk. Right. So, oh, yes. It is. This is Bishop. So, had a couple of days off from the gym. So, feel a bit refreshed, a little bit rusty. But nevertheless, we do some dumbbells, chest press, then we'll do some machine flies, and then jump on to some lower appendages after that. Definitely gonna do a bit of back workout as well, just trying to keep the balance top right. Right, so back onto the 30k dumbbells. So we'll get another set, 5 or 6 reps, and then we'll look to increase to 32 and a half, and hopefully today, we'll hopefully see if we can do the 35s, but time will tell. So let's go again. 30 kilos. Nice. Might leave them out for the next end of the set. So, I think I'm getting increase to the 32s. It is my my. So it looks like definitely connected. Definitely connected. So hopefully you can hear me. So hello on YouTube. Hello from Turkey. Hello. I will definitely keep on going. Relentless. So hopefully you can still hear me. It is a bit late. But 2 days off from the gym, working a night shift, so it kind of throws my body clock all over the place. But a bit later than normal, but nevertheless, still here to do the grind. So I'm gonna get the F32s, see how this goes. So 32 and a halves. Hopefully you can hear me. Just let me know in the comments down below. Whew. So 32 and a half. Pardon me. A little bit gassy. Right, without any further ado, let's get these 32s moving. Nice. So, let's do some inclines. Definitely, I think I'm going to try to up it to the 35s. Again, it's a weight I've not done before, but I have done 34. So I think it'd be nice to try and go all out and try and get a new personal best. Right. But so far so good. Can't lie. So drop us a comment. Right. I'm going to try 35s. See how this goes. Again, it's not a weight that I've done before, so we're going into a bit of a murky waters with these ones, but we'll have to see if we are getting stronger. Right, 35 kilos. Let's go for it. Wow. Shabba. So that was a first for me. That felt good. Happy with the form to some degree. So happy days. But wow, that was immense. I think that's what I really enjoy, is the having that high intensity. Not too overly fussed about how many reps, as long as the range of motion is good, then I'm happy. But it's that deep focus of trying to get the weight moving from a static positioning is going to pay dividends. So very, very happy with that. So I think the choices are either we do try and do another set, which I think I'll probably end up failing. So I think that'll be something that we'll probably refrain from doing, considering how much effort went into it. I think we'll go back to either the 32s or 30s and trying to build up a bit more reps into the muscle. but I think that's a clear indicator that things are progressing quite nicely. I won't move these just yet because I don't want to waste energy by moving things around when I'm not have no intention of using them. Whew. And I don't have a drink. How annoying. Never mind. Didn't have a bottle, do I? Ah, well, yeah. Never mind. Whew. So, drop us comments. My mic is quiet. Right, let's let us know if you can hear us now. Yes, it does. It does. I think that's probably one of the benefits of YouTube. I think it automatically filters out the noise, the background noise, which can be quite boring. See if I can do anything with settings. Where is background noise is on? So let's try. Hopefully, if you can hear us, just let us know on TikTok. Right, so 35 is done. I think we'll do another belt of 32s. Again, trying to go up to like 6 reps if we can. Unfortunately, not today, but that is the goal. The goal is to get up to 40 kilos, which would be phenomenal. But 35s, I think next time we'll be doing 35, trying to get 35 more regularly. So we're going to do the 32s now. So yeah, so I'm happy with the progression so far. Cannot lie. I mean, considering at the start of the year I was probably struggling to do 25s, so the progression is definitely progressing at a nice steady pace. So we'll do the 32.5 again, and then we'll jump on to some machine pec flies. So here we go, 32.5. So a bit of a back offset, but nevertheless getting for around about 5 or 6 reps. But as long as the form is tight and good, I'll be happy. Without trying to fall off the feed. Wow. Probably one or two sloppy reps there, but nevertheless, still, progression is progression. One thing I do want to get more of is trying to get more reps in. So I think I'll do one more set. Again, aim for another 5 or 6 reps. And then we'll jump on to another movement. But so far so good. I'm happy, very happy. I do like that concept. But the most important thing that we get the air working, and where possible trying to push on as hard as you can. And so I think next time we'll try the 35 on the next session, trying to keep that repeatability in. But I think once the body does perform something to its best ability, then we're more likely to get it for better reps next time. So happy chappy I am. So we'll do one more set. We'll keep it at 32 and a half. I will do. Thank you very much. You enjoy your sleep, chap. So here we go again. Okay, so last set of 32 and a halves. Wow. Right, so okay, so what I'm gonna do now, tidy up, and then we'll jump on to another exercise. And that was just moving them. Whew. Wow. Right, bit of a rest. Wow. Definitely needed that. So hopefully that'll be another milestone ticked off. Wow. Okay, so. Okay. Too low. Okay, let's go a bit heavier, go to 50 kilos. These are 3, 5. There we go. Nice. Okay. So it's a bit heavier again. Go 65. Whew. So, drop us a comment if you'd like to know anything, or if you've got anything to add, then please feel free to do so. Whew. Right. Again, we're going to go heavier again. So, 75. Hopefully you can hear me quite well. Drop us a comment. Whew. Wow. So I'm going to go heavier once again. So 85 kilos. Really trying to accentuate the chest. Then after this exercise, we'll then jump onto a row, trying to alleviate any tension in the front, trying to keep that balance, because what I find is if I overwork the chest, I feel my shoulders are starting to then round over, so I'm trying to keep that neutral portion of the upper body. So after this, we'll jump onto a nice seated row. Right, so short and sweet, just like me. So onwards and upwards. So we'll then do some hammer rows, the hammer strength seated row. So okay, I'm not going to go crazy heavy on here, but we'll go probably 3 plates aside. Get one set in, 2 plates aside first. So wow. Nice. Whew. So far so good. So we'll probably do a couple more sets on here. We'll bump the weight up. 3 plates aside. Really trying to maximise the balance up top. Whew. Wow. Lovely bubbly. So drop us a comment, guys. If you don't want to hear the music, then I think you're probably best heading over to YouTube, where I think the noise cancellation is far better. But anyway, here we go again. So 60 kilos. So I think one more set, and then we'll skedaddle onto another exercise. But one thing is for sure, I do like to keep that balance on the upper torso. So I think after this exercise, I'm going to do some legs, and then do some leg press, leg extensions, and then we'll probably hit some obliques. And we'll do a little bit of a light ab routine using the cable machine, so that should be a bit of a different variety to the programming. I appreciate it. I think that's one thing you can definitely teach. You know, at first when you join the gym, you don't feel that desire, you don't have that discipline, but if you persevere long enough and find the exercises that you can excel at, and then from there you look at different varieties of different exercise that you can then start implementing into your routines, and everything just gathers pace from there, really. But yeah, it's something that it's something that you can definitely train for by the perseverance. And don't always think that every session has to be grueling, that you have to grind things out. You have to start to really listen to what your body desires and what works best for your body at that given moment. You know, there's been sessions where I've done that, not been really overly impressed with, but you don't let it knock your confidence back. You just analyze the things that you did good and try to work on your weak points. You just things take pace from there, really. Wow. So, I always recommend when you've done I've done my chest today, and I always feel that by doing too much chest, I feel I get a bit of a shoulder impingement. I feel like my shoulders are starting to hunch over. So I always like to try to complement the opposing muscle group, just to try and keep that upper body balance. The last thing you want is overstretched muscles. Microsoft, it's annoying, this is. Whew. Here we go again. Right. Here we go. Hopefully, hopefully you can hear me now. I Hopefully you can hear me. So if you can hear me, just let us know. That's much better. Thanks, Rick, for that. I think I might just change my receiver. We seem to be having issues with a certain one. But yeah, we'll try a lower seat positioning just to see the difference. We don't. I'm happy with either already. Just wish I had a bit of a longer arm. Whew. Wow. So, anyway, what we're going to do, get our breath back. What I might do, I might try more of a closer grip, trying to pin my arms a bit closer to my torso on the last set, keep the weight the same. But yeah, so far so good. So I appreciate your comments, guys. Keep them coming. Whew. Right, so seat's a bit lower. Gonna try a closer grip. Right, I think that's me maxed out there. I think sometimes the importance of getting your positioning right and also trying to change up things in terms of grip positioning is a big factor as well. Right, without any further ado, I am indeed in the UK. I've already got this machine ready to go. So yeah, I am. I tell you what, it's probably one of the best things you could ever do. Go to a 24/7 gym, especially at this time of the morning. It's completely empty, and I enjoy it because I've got the whole facility to myself. I don't have to reorganize what I want to do in any given routine. I can just pick and choose the exercise I feel will benefit me on the fly. So the gym is really quiet. So it is what, almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I am the only person here, which is one of the benefits of coming so early in the morning. I can get all my work done, and then I've got the whole day to do as I please. So it's a win-win. So got some more. I actually work different shifts. So I work a day shift, I work a night shift. But in the months of all that shift work, I do have approximately about, how many, is it, how many days I get off now? 14 days off. So I'm on a 28-day cycle. So in them 28 days, I have 14 days off and a big block of 7. So I do get a lot of time off, which is always beneficial. Yeah, you do. You definitely do get a better workout, and you don't feel like you're being rushed or somebody's not willing to wait for a machine or takes too long on a machine. So I have that's a bit of a bad angle. So I do have about 160 loaded up already. So we'll see how this goes. So nice. That's an easy. Could do one more set of this weight, then we'll up the put another 40 kilos on. Pardon me. Whew. Now one there. Let's go and get some more weight whilst we rest. Whew. So. Nice. Whew. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, increase the weight. I think one of my key emphasis is always trying to overload. So I think that's always how I always prioritize my lifts. Trying to overload, stimulate that muscle, that deep muscle. Make sure I get a good range of motion. Wow. Let's sort out the power reserve. Okay there. Right, so 200 kilos loaded up. So we do this set, then we put another 40 kilos on after this, see how things feel. So I'm about, I say, about 2/3 way up the actual plate to Cybex. Nice. Again, definitely feel I've got a strength there, so I'm going to add another 40 kilos. Then after this, we'll jump onto some leg extensions. And after that, we'll probably jump on to some abdominal work, bit of the boring stuff. I do have the spare phone with me to time some planks, which I think would be quite important. Okay, so 240. Right, 240 kilos loaded up. Definitely should have brought a drink. Left it in the car. Annoying. So one of the things I like to do in my routines is always trying to have a dominant muscle group to start off at the beginning. Then after I've done that for 2 or 3 exercises, depending on how I feel, normally I do 2 or 3 different exercises for a particular muscle group. Then after that, I then always try and do an opposing muscle group to the main one. And then I'll do a bit of fluff work with other appendages just to keep things in the mix. So 240 kilos. Nice. Hey, hello, Melon. So drop us a comment, drop us a like, and if you fancy it, drop us a follow. So hello on YouTube. So we are live both on YouTube and TikTok. So get your comments in, drop us a like, and join the gang. I'm going to go heavier. I'm going to go up to 280. Whew. So there we go. So 280 kilos. Ah. Oh. Right. So I think that's going to be my max for today's session on the legs. So what we'll do now is jump over to the leg extension just to really isolate the quads. So a bit different variety. Wow, I'm absolutely. Let's get this in position. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, unfortunately, you already missed the chest portion of the session. Um, I'm one of those who like to do, once I've done the main muscle groups, I then do the opposing muscle groups, and then any bit of fluff work that I feel I can cram into a session. So, um, unfortunately, you missed it, but you can watch the whole of today's session later on YouTube. It will be available if you want to put yourself through that torture. Right, go a bit heavier. What's that? 130 pounds. Whew. So go heavier again. That 180 pounds after. This is going to be a quick exercise, and then go jump on to do some abdominal works using the cable machines. Whew. But considering I've had 2 days off from the gym, I feel really, really good. Elliot, you can do time under tension, but I think sometimes you just go with the flow. Wow, that is a good pump. You know, when it's your legs work when you have to stand up straight after. But wow. So I appreciate your comments, guys. You're not wrong on things that you've mentioned. I think it's like anything, it's always sometimes you go on that feeling. And I think sometimes you have a different modes of training. So I think when you focus on like a time under tension, again, you might not go as heavy as you would like to. And I think sometimes you get a bit more bang for your buck when you do go heavy. But sometimes when you go heavier and really push the limits of your muscles, you get a more of a deeper pump. Each one is phenomenal to do. So that's not bad. I mean, I did the 35s. I think I got about 3 reps. Pretty good going. But like I always say, if as long as you feel like you're progressing, whether it's on more reps, more weight, you're going deeper on the concentrics, whatever it may be. I think different modes does activate different mindsets. So it's not always one size fits all. You have to accommodate how you feel in your sessions to whether you can do things faster or slower. And I think each one has its own merit. So I think having that variety definitely does help. But like I always say, vast majority of it, you're not wrong in what you're saying. I think I did the 32s for about 5 or 6 reps, multiple sets. Then I did 35 kilos dumbbells for 3 reps. And again, that's the first time I've ever moved 35 kilos in the entire history of coming to the gym. So new PB, I'm very happy with making that type of progression, especially at somebody of my age. And I think that's the most important thing is I may not be a young person anymore, but I definitely have that same desire to want to get as strong as I physically can. And that's why I'm not too fussed about losing the body weight at the moment. I want to try and maximize that growth, that strength, because at some point that will definitely ebb away, and it's only a matter of when, not if. So I think that's something you need to really look at when you're coming to your own training. What is your priorities, and trying to stick to a certain regime that promotes that type of aim, that goal, that target that you may have. And just get better. It's like me, I want to get better at everything I do, and sometimes I fall short. Body weight at the moment is, my light is about 79, my heaviest is about 81, so at the moment I'm about 80 kilos, so I've been able to maintain my body weight. The body fat has come down from 25% now down to 20%, so things are progressing in the right manner. I'm getting stronger on every lift that I've done so far, which is the main goal of bodybuilding, strength gaining. So I don't think it'll be too long before I'll be benching 100 kilos without any slingshot. I don't use elbow wraps, although I do have some. I'm trying to minimize any elbow wraps. I do use wrist wraps on the barbell, but that's the only time I use them. But yeah. Hello. Good morning to you. Yeah, I mean, that's the main thing, isn't it, really? I think for me, I only compare myself to what I was like when I first started coming to the gym. That was like when I was in my early 30s, and I never got up to this magnitude of strength in the upper body. I was very lean, so I looked fitter than I was actually strong. But this time around, it was more about gaining the actual physical strength, and I definitely feel that I've got much more fuller up top, which is always a benefit. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I'm up to 70 kilos, which is 10 kilos away from my own body weight. But considering that I'm 20% body fat, in terms of raw muscle mass, it's not bad considering. But I think if I lose about 8 kilos of body fat, then that will then take me down to 10% of body fat percentage, which would be quite a phenomenal thing to do. But I want to try to retain as much muscle as I can. If I can displace the fat with muscle, then I think that's a better win-win all around. And that's the aim. Myself personally is trying to maintain weight, lose the body fat, but whilst building muscle. And so far, every matrix I've done so far has been going in that way. So I'm very happy. So a little bit heavier on the last set, I think. I'm gonna get heavier. You get a pretty full sack at the minute. Right, and 200 kilos, 200 pounds, which is probably about, what is that going to be, about 80 kilos, if that. To be fair, I'm not really going to put a time scale on the 40 kilos. I think if I can repeat the same feet I've done today, do the 35s for more sets. I think that'd be a good progression. But again, it would be something definitely I'd be looking at, trying to do 35, maybe 36, 37s in the next 6 to 8 weeks. That's the type of targets I'm going to try and set. Whether it's more reps, more sets, I think that's the range of scope that you have. And again, as I make this type of progression, then I know when I come to do the flat bench that I'll be able to perform that exercise so much more efficiently, which is the key takeaway, really. So things are becoming very repeatable, achievable, and you're going to have, like anything, you have to keep on moving the targets accordingly, and use the vast array of equipment at your disposal when you can. One thing I have been quite impressed with is my dip form, using the dip apparatus in Finford. It's been absolutely amazing. So again, that's something else that I need to start to incorporate into my routines, is probably more bodyweight exercises, more chin-ups, more pull-ups, more dips, and anything that promotes that natural connection with the muscles on a whole. My mouth is so dry, I forgot my drink. So annoying. Anyway, £200. Right, go. You know what? We'll go 210. So after this, we're going to do some very boring some side bends using the cable machines. And we do some side rotations with the cable machines, etc. Really go work on the body's natural weightlifting belt, and then we might finish off with some very boring body weighted planks. Maybe added some weight to it, but we'll see. Right, £210. Wow. Okay. Well, any further ado, we'll then go on to the cable machine. I've already got it set up for what I want to do. Wow, wow, wow. I look so lopsided. There we go. That's better. Towel, yes. Okie dokie. So, we try 40 kilos. Ideally, I like this platform to be high, but I don't seem to be able to find the blocks. Wow. Okay. Up the ante, 50 kilos. A minute just to catch my breath. My mouth's so dry. Whew. Whew. So far, so good. Wow. Right. One more set. 60 kilos. Although it might not look much, it is demanding on the obliques. Whew. And after this one, we'll do some side rotations, really focus on that side of the obliques. Oh, so yeah. Smashing. Wow. Pardon me. Right. Wow. Right, let's do one more set. Wow. Absolutely shattered. So I think with that, we'll conclude today's session. Definitely going to do more abdominal works towards the back end of each session to get a bit more of a staple of my routine. But wow. So thanks for everybody who's dropped me a comment, dropped me a like, dropped me a follow. Really do appreciate it. Today's workout will be available on YouTube later on during the day. So if you want to drop us a follow on YouTube as well, please feel free to do so. So yeah, so I'll see you again probably a bit earlier tomorrow, trying to get in a bit of an earlier session because tomorrow is our last day off. So yes, we'll see you again very soon. Take care, everybody.